Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Jen and this is Views from My Backyard. I made a video the other day discussing what I've got going on in November, and of course my new microphone that I really hate sounded like shit. The reverb came on, which is the story of my life. So I figured I better redo it and go over what I got going on for November. I will have a garden tour. I managed to take down my upper garden. I took down the fence from that. I haven't mulched it yet, but I took everything down and took the fence down and put that inside. I still have stuff going in bed 4 and bed 2. So I will show you what I've got going on with those tomorrow. I'm so happy with how those have been going. I haven't really ever been successful in the fall planting. This year has been really phenomenal. It's mostly going to be salad greens and things like that, but it's really kind of nice to be able to get salads, and I've gotten some really large, like almost golf ball size radishes. We're getting very close to the 9 hours of daylight, which is like the minimum requirement of growing anything. But I think I'm going to try to replant some radish and see if those will come in anywhere else and take off. That would be the one thing, because radishes are really quick. Plus, they really thrive in this cool weather. We've had a night where it's been down to 24 degrees, and I thought that was it and everything was dead. But it turned out to be a sunny day and it warmed up a little bit and the things came back. I'm so excited for the things that I have growing that almost every morning when I look out, they look like they look like they've been through a little bit of a battle. But then in the afternoon or the evening, they're still hanging on. So I'm quite interested to see if I get any harvest off of any of my things that I have, because the weather is just I feel like it's just getting so cold. It's 34 degrees tonight, or right now. It's supposed to get down to, I think it's supposed to be like 28, but we're going to have over this next few days, we're going to have a day that gets down to 21, which is pretty freaking cold. And I'll show you what I did with my garden when I do a quick tour of that. Hopefully, I can do that tomorrow. Another thing that I've got going on for November is I am trying to seriously declutter my house. It has been a mess. I've made some progress. I've also made some progress in my garage. Last weekend, I spent a lot of time cleaning up stuff around the front of the garage. The first step to decluttering was essentially to start with the floor, but the floor has so much space. Plus, it's the easiest place to put boxes and things. So I think the best thing for me to do is to get boxes and categorize. I've got a bunch of boxes, so I'm going to categorize stuff for the garage. I really have to categorize and just throw everything in specific category boxes and see how much I have and what size containers I need before I go and buy. Um, that's another frugality tip right there. Categorize your stuff before you buy your organizational shit. Another thing that I've been working on, this is not something that I've really touched upon on this channel, finances and learning about finances and how to gain money and take control of things like that is something that I've been very passionate about throughout my life. I've had some really, really hard, shitty times not that long ago and crawled out kind of from financial ruin. And I wouldn't say I'm rich or anything like that, but at least I'm living within my means. I'm able to pay all my bills. I'm getting to a point where I can actually save some money. I don't talk a lot about finances on this channel, but I have made a basic finance course that is called Take Control of Your Finances. It is geared to more of an emotional aspect of finances and why we have such a hard time looking at money, why we don't take the time to pay attention to these things. A lot of it really really touches me because a lot of women end up in poverty. A lot of women that are like my parents' age, that are 15 years older than me, um, that fall into a specific statistic, like such as they're single, divorced, whatever, widowed. Finances seems to be a pretty not overly complicated if you break it down into basic elements, but it's something that people don't look at, and a lot of it is emotional. There's a lot of emotional reasons for overspending, emotional reasons as to why we don't look at our finances. We tell ourselves really bad, nasty things. So this course is a very basic approach to that, how to uh, look at your finances, don't judge yourself, things to overcome some of the emotional roadblocks that you face when you're looking at your finances. I've broken it down into 5 modules. The first one is to understand your why and to generate a really strong why as to why you want to take control of your finances. And that is the key component to your success. The next module is to know where you stand, which will check out your income and expenses, and also will do a net worth calculator, which just pretty much tells you where you are right at this one particular time. And then the next module is budgeting, where we look at different budgets that you can use. The next one is to start saving, and just a few tips as to how to automate your savings, things such as that. And then module 5 wraps it all together. If you are interested in this, I will have a link to my Etsy store where I sell it. Regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, you really need to take control of your finances in yourself. It still kind of falls into the things that I've been doing where I'm, you know, prepping on a budget and living a life of frugality. The minimalization also plays into knowing what your finances are, being able to set yourself up for the future. I guess the thing that I keep seeing more and more every single day is that you got to look out for yourself. You really got to look out for yourself. Nobody's going to come and save you. The government is not going to come and save you. And that's what I have going on for November. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Jen, and this is Views from My Backyard.